Hello guys, I'm Levi Hunter, and this is my hatchling turtle tank. Don't mind the really hard water stain. This wasn't for me. This was actually my sister's fish tank, and apparently she did not clean it like ever. But
Okay.
I've tried, I can't really get this off. But this is where I keep my hatchling southern painted turtle. Her name is McQueen, and she is up there. I can grab her real quick.
Okay, yeah, let's see McQueen. And what kind of a turtle is she?
She is a southern painted turtle.
Okay, keep her right there, don't move. Just so I can let the audience see her there. Keep it right there. There we go. Perfect, don't move. That is beautiful. So why is she called a southern painted turtle?
Because she is from the southern part of the United States. There's the Midland, Western, and Eastern painted turtle. But technically, the Eastern, Midland, and Western painted turtle are all from the same clade. The Southern is actually their own clade. They are genetically different enough to be counted as their own separate
When
species.
you say a clade, what does that mean?
So a clade is like how genetically different they are.
Okay.
And they're considered the same species or clade. The Southern is actually different enough to be counted as its own.
Okay.
The Southern is the only one with a stripe going along its back.
Yeah. Keep it still right there. Let me kind of zoom in there. Yeah, I see that. There's like an orange stripe.
The only painted turtle to have that.
Really? So no other turtles have that?
There's other turtles, but the painted turtle in specific, yes.
Now, how big will she get?
So, kind of the same thing. I got her at the same place that I got my other turtle at. If they gave me the right turtle that I paid for, she is a female, so she'll get about 7 inches. Now, painted turtles aren't as sexually dimorphic as map turtles, but they are a little bit. The males will be smaller, and a male will be about 5 inches.
How big can she get if this female?
7 at the most. Southerns are actually the smallest out of all the painted turtles.
Really?
Yep. So,
Okay.
yeah, like if you go to, I think it's the Eastern, I could be wrong, get about the biggest, they can get up to 10 to 11 inches as a female.
Now, does she have, like, I need you to show me your map turtle, does she have a under
No.
So, it's very plain.
Yes, completely plain.
Okay.
Yet the Southerns have no markings on the bottom.
But she has some really cool marks. Keep it right there. Some really cool, kind of orange and black markings. So what does she eat?
So she eats the hatchling pellets that I have from the previous videos.
Okay.
But Southerns are, I also feed her a little bit of vegetables. Southerns are
Vegetables?
Yes, so they'll eat vegetables and fruits. Painted turtles are more omnivorous compared to map turtles. Map turtles are carnivorous, eat more meat than the painted turtle.
Okay.
Painted turtles are very similar to your red ear sliders. However, if you're not wanting to go ahead and go with a red ear slider because they get big, a painted turtle could be a good option. They're very similar care requirements.
That's a great spot. Keep that right there. Go ahead. Continue.
Very similar care requirements, but don't get quite as big. And they're much more colorful, in my opinion.
Got it. So why is she... So this tank would be adequate size because you said in the other video, how big does the tank need to be based off what? How do you determine the size of a tank for a turtle?
So you want to go for about 1 inch of shell. However, she's a hatchling, so hatchlings don't really swim that often. They don't need nearly as much water, but probably in a couple weeks is when I would probably want to raise this up to about halfway.
Oh, is that why the water's so low?
Yeah.
Hatchlings
don't swim nearly as well.
I was kind of wondering why your water's so low. That makes sense. Because maybe they're at the hiding phase because they're babies.
Yep, she lives to hide in between this little, like, fake,
plant.
Yep.
What are turtles' biggest predators as babies in the wild? Probably fish.
Bass fish, for sure.
Fish will eat them?
Fish will eat them. I mean, pretty much everything. Frogs, other turtles.
Really? Even with the shell, a fish can eat... Well, I guess, yeah, because fish can eat crab, right? Okay, so they could break the shell. That makes sense. Okay.
But yeah.
And so what do you feed her? Little pellets?
Little pellets, vegetables every now and then to make sure.
Okay.
But yeah, she'll eat the shrimp. She'll break a shrimp down and eat it.
So I remember before, you used to have her in your other aquarium. And why did you move her into here?
So the reason I moved her in because I realized that the current was too strong, and she would pretty much only go in the basking place and just sit there. And I'm like, well, I want to give her somewhere where she can still do that, but if she wants, it's more of a calm environment where she can just swim.
Right, that makes sense.
So then I finally went out and I just went ahead and I grabbed my sister's old tank. I'm just like, here, I'm just going to use it. I used my old hatchling filter that I used for Flip Flop when I first had him as a little baby.
Okay.
And this is a very small, or a small filter, internal filter. It's not a strong filter. So there's not a lot of water flow.
So, and she can get how big?
I think about 7 inches. That's about what she'll get.
About 7 inches. So let me kind of show the audience there. Is that a heat pump?
Yes, that is a heater in there.
Okay, now
So baby turtles need heaters.
Oh, they need heat because I noticed your other tank doesn't have it.
So in the wild, of course, I guess they don't. But it's very recommended for a turtle development that you do have a heater in there. They're going to be more active. They're going to eat more food. They're going to grow more. It is very recommended that you want to have a heater in there.
Got it. Okay. And that's as babies.
Yes, as babies.
As adults, they don't need it.
No, typically no.
Now, your heat lamp here, is this similar to your other one?
Yeah, so it has UVA and UVB. You got to make sure with it, any turtle that you're typically going to buy is going to need it.
Now, explain that to those of us who don't know. What's the difference between, you said, name the 2 lights again?
UVA and UVB. UVA is for heat. It's for them to dry off. It's what gives the heat underneath here. UVB is it replicates the sun. It's like UV rays. It makes it to where the turtle can digest calcium, so their shells and their bones can grow properly. If you do not have UVB, it could be very, very bad.
Now, what is shell rot? What is that?
So shell rot is whenever the turtle pretty much can't ever dry off. So the shell is always wet, always damp. So if that happens, bacteria can sometimes get in there and start eating away at the shell, and the shell literally starts to rot. You'll see little white marks on it, and it can be terrible. Like, it could kill the turtle.
Really? Mm-hmm. It's called shell rot.
Shell rot, yes.
And what causes shell rot?
The bacteria in the water, pretty much.
Okay.
Bacteria in the water, the fact that they can't dry off.
Oh, so there is a period where they need to be dry.
Yes,
so they can't be wet all the time.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So, and the name of this turtle again is
McQueen.
And it's what type of turtle she?
Southern painted turtle.
Southern painted turtle. So what's the new one you're ordering?
So I have a pink-bellied side-neck turtle coming in. It is also going to be a hatchling. It's going to share this tank with McQueen for a little bit because they're going to be around the same size. But that will be an interesting turtle. I'm really excited for a side-neck turtle.
Oh, it's a side-neck turtle. Also has a long neck.
Longer than them, yes.
Oh, cool.
Definitely not as long as like your African side-neck, which...
Right, looks like a snake.
Yeah. It definitely has a longer neck, though.
Beautiful. All right, thank you, Levi.
Of course.
That was solid.